I want to reinforce that these vaccines are safe and effective, including during pregnancy. The benefits of vaccination far outweigh any risk to both mom and to baby.
That's the message from the CDC this week to all people who are pregnant. Please get vaccinated. Our 9 Health expert, Dr. Payal Kohli, joining us live now to give us a little more context on this. And I mean, first off, why is it so important from your perspective for pregnant women to get vaccinated against COVID?
Alex, it's so critical because pregnant women, if they catch COVID, they're 70% higher risk of dying from COVID, higher risk of ending up in the ICU. And if that's not enough for mom to worry about herself, there's a higher risk to baby. So baby's more likely to end up in the ICU, more likely to have, unfortunately, stillbirth. And there's even been rare cases of mom passing COVID to the baby.
Why are pregnant women so susceptible?
Well, it's interesting. So when you're pregnant, your immune system actually alters a little bit because, your body has to change essentially not for your immune system not to reject the baby. So you're almost a little bit immunosuppressed, so to speak, in a way. Your immune system is a little more tolerant. So you're more susceptible to all kinds of viruses, and COVID-19, we're learning, is one of them.
And I think you have to understand where pregnant women are coming from, maybe just being afraid like so many of us are. But have there been any, negative side effects for pregnant women getting the vaccine?
No. In fact, the profile for pregnant women getting it is very similar. And the CDC also released data that there's no increased rate of miscarriages or adverse pregnancy outcomes. And I know women also worry about the baby developing. I had a patient just in clinic last week who has not been vaccinated as pregnant and is worried about the effects on the baby. But in fact, the effects of getting COVID are likely to be far worse on baby's development than getting this vaccine, which is not a live vaccine. So baby cannot catch it from the vaccine.
I know some people have been hesitant if they're trying to get pregnant because there's still so much we don't know about this. We've been dealing with this pandemic for, it's almost been 2 years, but how can this vaccine potentially affect fertility? If I want to get pregnant in the future, should I be worried about that?
If anything, it's going to protect your fertility. So in men, we know that there's receptors for this virus on the male reproductive organs. And so if they caught COVID, they could have potential impacts on their fertility. For women, we don't yet know if the virus has any impacts on fertility, but we do know that women who've been vaccinated can have a little bit of aberration in their menstrual cycle, so their period may go off for a month or two. Just like when you get the flu, sometimes you can be a little bit late or a little irregular.
So that's normal. Like, that seems scary, but that's normal.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's what I want to emphasize. So the long-term effects on fertility, there are none. There's really no data to suggest that it impacts your fertility. In fact, the American College of Gynecologists and Maternal Fetal Medicine Societies are all telling women that are trying to conceive to get the vaccine so that they're healthier going into that pregnancy.
Seems like these are some of the questions that we've wanted answered for so long, and now we're getting it, but there's still so much resistance there. I know this is something you're very passionate about. Just one final push, if you're talking to our viewers who are still on the fence, I don't know if this is safe for me and my baby, like, what do you just kind of tell them to give them that push?
Well, if anything, you are passing antibodies that you get from the vaccine onto your baby, likely through the placenta. And for new moms who just had a baby, you're probably passing through the breast milk as well. So if you're not doing it to protect yourself, mom, do it to protect your baby, because it really is going to protect your baby.
There's no better reason than that.
That's right.
Dr. Kohli, thank you for being here on a Friday. We appreciate it.